What being a Black woman has taught me. Number one, how some of us are kind of conditioned to suppress and not confess the mess. Like, we are so conditioned to be so resilient and strong, but sometimes it's our own detriment. And sometimes as a Black woman, you don't even realize you're doing it. You don't even realize like how you're just brushing off stuff. Or it's a difference between resilience and avoidance. I think people need to understand this. Life is going to always test you. Life is going to always throw stuff at you. But we have to realize that there is a such thing as this notion that it's not okay to feel emotions. Suck it up. Or that was in the past, leave it in the past, but the past wasn't properly dealt with. I didn't even realize how conditioned I was to hold things in. When I lost my father, I never wanted to talk about it. I hated when people ask me questions about my dad. Like, why was I like that? Passed down. Wasn't taught to express, wasn't supported in that way to feel safe, to feel comfortable. So one thing I had to learn as a Black woman, and one I had to go against that. I had to say, wait a second, you're human. It's okay for you to feel emotions. Although I take pride, well, no, I don't. Although I am strong, I'm not going to lie. It's okay to admit when you're tired of being strong. You can't take on every single thing. When you're a person like that, life is going to come back and sneak up right on you. That's what happened to me. I kept holding everything in, bottling up everything, thinking that life was good. Oh, I'm all right. My mess was literally right here by my neck. And life had a way of just ushering me into facing it, and that changed my life. So when you learn how to face your trauma, when you learn how to face your pain, when you learn how to acknowledge it, that changes everything. So please understand that, because we are literally hurting our bodies and our spirits by keeping poison inside of it. It's kind of no different than smoking cigarettes, to be honest, just on a spiritual level. The next thing being a Black woman has taught me is the beauty standards. I feel like I learned beauty standards at a very young age. Like I learned what the world wanted, what it accepted. And I have videos talking about that growing up, being a Black girl, growing up in a school with Hispanics. But I don't want to, like I said, my goal is to instill Black pride. I don't want us to stay stuck in them shackles. That was just a video opening up about, the realities I went through and how I got out of that, and the lessons I learned, and how I'm just completely, nope, you're not going to take the best out of me. No, I'm going to still rise to the occasion. So, but I feel like what Black pride is about, it's about taking what we have been told about our hair, about our skin, about our abilities, about our intelligence, and just showing the opposite of it, instead of kind of letting it seep into our subconscious minds. Because a lot of Black people do have the good hair, bad hair thing. A lot of Black people do look down on people of darker complexions. So I just encourage y'all to really be mindful of the way you perceive things. Even myself, I had to be mindful of the way that I perceive things as well. Another thing that being Black has taught me is the creativity that we possess. I feel like anybody could be creative, but I have literally just, I don't know, I feel like Black people are so creative from a different way. Like it feels so ancestral and generational and strong. Like I am so grateful for all the things that Black people have brought to life. I mean, helicopters, broom and dustpans, ice cream, the GPS. Like, we have created so much, not to mention blues, not to mention hip hop, rap, not to mention certain dance moves, Jersey club dance. Like, Black people have created so much. And I just want you guys to remember the truth of who you are, is that you can create so much. Like, do not forget that. I think that's like at the core of who you are, you have the ability to create so much and change the world if you just allow yourself to, you know? I think that's something very important for Black people to know. All right, guys, this is me adding into this video. So another thing being a Black woman has taught me is, you know, how we don't feel like we have resources or we weren't taught certain things. And I encourage you guys, I know that there were systems placed against us, but I encourage you guys to read books. Anything that you want to know is out here readily available for you to understand. Books break down things in ways that I can never imagine. There's so many things for us to learn if we take the time to actually look for what we want to learn too. Like I said, we just have to take responsibility and hone into our power to understand what we need to do and get it done. Okay, so that's one thing I want us to know. I'm not saying that there's no systems in place that are holding us back. I'm just telling you guys to take more power and take more control of this and go read some books, watch some videos, take some courses on anything that you want to know. Kindle memberships are $12, books $12 a month. Books range from $8 to $30. Anything you want to know is out here. You just got to be willing to go get it and learn. Not saying that systems weren't in place to stop us, but I'm saying we are more powerful than that. The next thing that being Black has taught me is it's taught me how to connect to my roots. You know, in a world, like I said, the media is so strong. And I learned through weave how even wearing long Brazilian silky bundles can get into your subconscious mind and make you kind of resent your own texture hair. Wearing long silky Brazilian bundles can make you resent your hair and hide your hair. And I learned, you know, through studying my history and studying who I am at the core, like I have to embody that. I have to embody that. You know, being Black has taught me how to be Black, like, and how to not allow the media to have so much power and control. When you get to that place as a Black person, that really feels amazing. And it's not to say you can't wear weave. It's just to say to be very mindful of why. Be very mindful of the media. Be very mindful of the images. Be very mindful of the messages that are being sent. And make sure that they are not taking control over your life. It's your girl Hago signing out. Thank you so much.